I'm going to share with you a concrete idea in progress that actually bridges environment and governance. Before I get on to that concrete idea, I was in Argentina for Christmas and I was visiting glaciers. And glaciers in Argentina, like 90% of glaciers worldwide, are in retreat. So why did I mention Argentina? I love wildlife, I'm passionate about the environment, but it's also what keeps me up at night. The project, the concrete idea I'm talking about is, as a lawyer, one of our attempts to achieve justice for the planet. So what we're doing, we're working with Chief Justices on protecting the environment. Government, simple diagram. We all know that government is legislative, executive, and the judiciary. But we often forget the judiciary's role in governance. Why we're looking at environmental law and enforcement is because illegality plays such a key role in so many development and environmental challenges. We have illegal logging, illegal wildlife trade, illegal fishing, illegally issued development permits. And these are costing developing countries billions of dollars a year. Environmental enforcement chain. Problems happen through the environmental enforcement chain. Police, prosecutors and judges don't get cases to court. So what we have initiated is what I like to think of as a social innovation, where we're working with Chief Justices in the senior judiciary because they have the status and credibility with the public and with the legal profession and enforcement community in general to champion environmental rights and environmental justice, shape environmental law and precedents, and issue rules and directions to lower courts. So what have we done? We have established with the Chief Justice of Indonesia, the Chief Justice of the Philippines and Chief Justice of Pakistan an initiative, the Asian Judges Network on Environment, which is a pan-Asian network of the senior judiciary to share innovations, legal innovations, but also understanding of the environment. And I'll just give you one example. The Philippine Supreme Court, which is a leader in this area, has established environmental rules of court, and one of these seeks to protect their constitutional right to a healthy environment by establishing a very novel writ of nature. We've also worked with to establish the Southeast Asian Chief Justices Roundtable on Environment. But before we established this roundtable, just a meeting, we worked with the Indonesian judiciary for 18 months to establish concrete initiatives to improve their understanding of the environment and to strengthen their ability to decide environmental cases. Meet Harifin Zakaria, who was the Chief Justice of Malaysia. He credits going to the Indonesian roundtable on environment. He came back home, he established environmental courts, established environmental training program, and is now initiating an environmental enforcement project amongst prosecutors and the police, and we'll be doing training for all of those next year. So I've mentioned social innovation. I just will briefly, before I close, mention work we will be doing on the technology side. So we are collecting laws for us for around Asia, but we're working with an enterprise called Legal Atlas, who are collecting environmental laws from around the world, putting them on a computer which is underpinned with a geographic information system. And what that does is links legal data, legal information, with environmental data to graphically show how effective different environmental laws are. And I'm very excited about this technological development because I think it has a lot of potential, particularly in the development context, to actually improve enforcement. So with that, I will close. But what I'm interested in hearing from you is more of your thoughts and experience about how you may have helped launch environmental champions and how we may collectively deal with this really large environmental climate governance issue.